Number 1. This 1955 Ford Thunderbird, offered at a cash price of $20,000 and located in Lavaca, Arkansas, is presented as a very attractive and well-kept example of Ford's iconic first-generation personal luxury car. Described by the seller as a very nice 70-year-old T-Bird, this classic retains its timeless styling and unmistakable presence that helped define mid-1950s American automotive design. The car is positioned honestly as a driver-quality classic that starts and runs great, making it more than just a static showpiece. With its solid presentation and clear pricing structure depending on wheel choice, it appeals to enthusiasts who want a recognizable, usable Thunderbird with character and drivability rather than an over-polished, untouchable restoration. From a mechanical standpoint, this Thunderbird is equipped with a 292 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission with overdrive, offering a balance of classic V8 character and relaxed cruising capability. The engine is described as starting easily and running well, reinforcing its status as a turnkey driver rather than a dormant project. The seller notes that the oil and filter have just been changed, indicating recent basic maintenance, and the braking system has been addressed with new drum brakes, an important safety and drivability upgrade for a vehicle of this era. These details suggest a car that has been cared for and maintained with use in mind, not neglected or left sitting. One of the standout features of this Thunderbird is its wheel and tire setup, which significantly influences both its appearance and value. The car currently wears beautiful Kelsey Hayes wire wheels fitted with modern radial tires, a combination that the seller states cost approximately $6,000 and was installed to replace older bias-ply tires that had developed dry rot. This upgrade not only enhances the visual appeal but also improves ride quality and road manners. Importantly, the original stock wheels, tires, and wheel covers are included with the sale, giving the next owner flexibility to keep the upgraded look or return the car to a more factory-correct presentation if desired. In terms of transaction details, the seller is open to trades for a range of desirable classic cars, including a 1967 to 1970 Ford Mustang, 1966 to 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle, GT 500 Mustang, 1967 to 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, or similar classics in very good condition, with the possibility of cash added on either side to balance the deal. The asking price is structured clearly, with $22,500 including the Kelsey Hayes wire wheels and radial tires, or $20,000 cash with the stock wheels, tires, and wheel covers installed. This flexibility, combined with the car's strong running condition and tasteful upgrades, makes this 1955 Thunderbird an appealing opportunity for collectors or drivers looking to trade into an iconic American classic. Number 2. This 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS Clone, offered at $15,000 and located in Sacramento, California, is presented as a heartfelt project car with a meaningful backstory and significant restoration potential. The seller explains that the car belonged to their son and is now being offered for sale following his passing, making this an emotional but honest listing focused on finding the right next caretaker. Represented as an SS clone rather than an original SS, the car is positioned transparently as a project that needs work, yet still carries the unmistakable muscle-era Chevelle presence that continues to be highly sought after. The intent is clearly to see the car saved and restored rather than left to deteriorate, appealing to an enthusiast who appreciates both the model and the story behind it. From a structural and restoration standpoint, the Chevelle does have known issues that are openly disclosed. The roof is described as being badly rusted due to a cracked vinyl top, a common problem on cars of this era that were equipped with vinyl roofs and left exposed to moisture over time. This makes the car a serious project rather than a light refurbishment, but also one where the challenges are clearly identified rather than hidden. The seller emphasizes the urgency of the sale, noting that the car is constantly being covered with a tarp that the wind frequently blows off, increasing the risk of further rust if it remains exposed. Mechanically, the car is not currently roadworthy and will need to be towed. The seller notes that the steering column needs to be replaced and that the gas tank also requires attention, both of which prevent the car from being driven safely at this time. It is mentioned that a replacement gas tank was purchased from Tognati, indicating that some steps toward restoration had already been taken before work stopped. These details provide useful insight into what the next owner should expect to address early in the build process, making it clear this is a hands-on restoration opportunity rather than a running driver. In terms of paperwork, the Chevelle comes with a clean title, though there are outstanding DMV fees that will need to be resolved by the next owner. This is clearly disclosed up front to avoid surprises and allows a buyer to factor those costs into their plans. The seller expresses a strong desire for the car to go to someone who truly loves the Chevelle and its heritage, and who is willing to restore it to the beautiful muscle car it once was, continuing the vision their son had for it. For the right enthusiast, this 1970 Chevelle SS clone represents a chance to take on a meaningful restoration project with honest disclosure, clear ownership documents, and the opportunity to bring a classic American muscle car back to life. Number 3. This 1967 Ford Fairlane Country Squire, offered at $21,000 and located in Watsonville, California, is presented as a highly original and well-preserved classic that reflects decades of careful ownership and consistent use. The seller describes the car as a 99% original example, a claim supported by its retained factory paint and largely untouched overall presentation. Having spent its entire life in the Bay Area, this Fairlane benefits from a history in a relatively mild climate, which often contributes to long-term preservation. It is positioned not as a restored or modified show car, but as an honest survivor that showcases how these cars were built and driven, appealing strongly to collectors who value originality and authenticity. Under the hood, this Fairlane is equipped with its factory H-code 390 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a C6 automatic transmission, a desirable and durable drivetrain combination from Ford's Muscle-era lineup. The car is described as fun to drive and dependable, reinforcing that it is not just a static collector piece but a vehicle that can be enjoyed on the road. The odometer currently reads just under 4,000 miles, with the seller reasonably assuming the actual mileage to be approximately 104,000, a common and realistic assessment for a car of this age. This transparency helps set proper expectations while underscoring that the car has been used and maintained rather than neglected. From a cosmetic and interior standpoint, the Fairlane retains much of its factory character. The exterior paint is original, giving the car an authentic period look that many enthusiasts prefer over modern repaint jobs. Inside, the seats have been recovered, a sensible update that maintains comfort while preserving the original feel of the cabin. The car does not have air conditioning, which is noted clearly and aligns with its original configuration, making it more appealing to purists seeking a correct example rather than one heavily altered for modern conveniences. In terms of ownership and paperwork, the car is currently on non-operational status, with the title in hand, simplifying the transfer process for the next owner. The asking price is $21,000 or best offer, and the seller is clear that no trades are being considered. With its factory V8 drivetrain, high level of originality, long-term California history, and honest condition, this 1967 Ford Fairlane Country Squire represents a compelling opportunity for someone seeking a genuine, survivor-style classic that can be enjoyed as is or carefully preserved for years to come. Number 4. This 1961 Oldsmobile Super 88 Rocket, offered at $35,000 and located in Costa Mesa, California, is presented as an exceptionally well-sorted classic that blends full-size early 1960s styling with carefully refreshed mechanicals and a high level of overall condition. The seller describes the car as being in excellent condition, with everything functioning as it should, positioning it as a turnkey driver rather than a project or partial restoration. As a Super 88, it represents Oldsmobile's upscale performance-oriented full-size offering of the era, carrying the distinctive presence, chrome, and proportions that made these cars stand out when new and continue to attract enthusiasts today. At the heart of this Oldsmobile is the desirable 394 cubic inch Rocket V8 engine, a hallmark of Oldsmobile performance during this period. The engine is described as having been rebuilt approximately 6,000 miles ago, suggesting plenty of life remaining and dependable performance for the next owner. The transmission has only around 3,000 miles since its rebuild, and the suspension has been refreshed with approximately 8,000 miles of use, indicating that significant attention has been given to the car's drivability and mechanical reliability. These upgrades collectively point to a car that has been driven and sorted, not simply cosmetically restored and parked. From a comfort and driving standpoint, this Super 88 is equipped with power steering and power brakes, both important features that greatly enhance the driving experience of a large early 1960s American car. The seller emphasizes that everything works, reinforcing the impression of a properly maintained and fully functional classic that can be enjoyed on the road without immediate needs. These features, combined with the refreshed suspension, help deliver a smooth and confident driving feel that aligns well with the Super 88's original mission as a refined yet powerful cruiser. Inside, the interior has been completely redone using factory-style upholstery, preserving the correct look and feel of the original cabin while providing the freshness and comfort expected from a refurbished interior. This attention to originality, paired with the mechanical updates, strikes a balance between authenticity and usability. Offered as a complete and well-maintained package with no major needs disclosed, this 1961 Oldsmobile Super 88 Rocket stands as a strong example of a classic full-size American car that has been thoughtfully restored and maintained for reliable enjoyment. Number 5. This 1966 Plymouth Barracuda, offered at $5,200 and located in Goodyear, Arizona, is presented as a running and driving classic project car that offers an affordable entry into mid-1960s Mopar ownership. Equipped with a 273 cubic inch V8 and an automatic transmission, this Barracuda is described as a revived project that had previously sat outside for quite some time before being brought back to life. The seller positions it honestly as a project vehicle rather than a finished restoration, yet emphasizes that it runs great, drives well, and stops fine, making it a usable and enjoyable foundation for continued improvement. With a clean title in hand, it represents a straightforward transfer for the next owner looking to take on a classic with character and potential. Mechanically, the car has benefited from a significant amount of recent work focused on reliability and basic drivability. The entire fuel system has been replaced, including the carburetor, fuel tank, fuel pump, sending unit, and fuel gauge, addressing one of the most common problem areas on long-sitting classics. Additional new components include a new alternator, power steering pump, new tires and rims, and new rear brakes, all of which contribute to making the car roadworthy and dependable in its current state. The seller notes that the car runs and drives well as a result of this work, reinforcing that the major essentials have already been handled to get it back on the road. That said, the Barracuda does have several known issues that are clearly disclosed and appropriate for a project at this price point. There is a slow transmission fluid leak, and the fuel filler neck can leak if the tank is filled too high. The front brakes, which are drum brakes, need attention, and the power steering requires adjustment, as the steering wheel tends to pull to the right when not being held. None of the HVAC components are currently functioning, and the body does have filler from previous dents, indicating cosmetic imperfections rather than a pristine exterior. Mileage is unknown, as the stock speedometer is not connected due to an incorrect cable. Overall, this Barracuda is framed as a great running and driving project that is ready to be passed on to a new owner who wants to continue improving it at their own pace. The seller notes that work may continue to be done, which could increase the price in the future, underscoring that the car is actively being maintained rather than abandoned. In addition to a cash sale, trades are considered for a running and driving classic four-wheel drive vehicle such as a Bronco, K5 Blazer, older short-bed truck, or even certain daily driver four-wheel drive Rangers or XJ Cherokees. As it sits, this 1966 Plymouth Barracuda offers solid mechanical progress, honest disclosure, and strong value for someone seeking a drivable classic Mopar project. Number 6. This 1964 Ford Ranchero, offered at $8,750 and located in La Mesa, California, is presented as a fresh and well-sorted daily driver that blends classic utility styling with strong performance-oriented upgrades. Described as a Ranchero that looks good, sounds good, and drives good, this car is positioned as something that can be enjoyed immediately rather than a stalled project. It retains the unmistakable mid-1960s Ranchero profile while benefiting from modernized mechanical components that elevate it beyond a stock cruiser. With current registration valid until January 2027, It offers the added convenience of being road-ready without immediate paperwork concerns, making it especially appealing to someone who wants to drive and enjoy a classic regularly. Under the hood, this Ranchero features a 302 cubic inch V8 that has been stroked and upgraded with a roller setup and a large camshaft, indicating a strong performance focus with plenty of internal work already completed. The seller notes that there is lots of good stuff inside this one, suggesting a thoughtfully built engine rather than a basic swap. Power is routed through a 3-speed automatic transmission, making it easy and comfortable to drive in everyday conditions while still delivering the aggressive sound and feel expected from a cammed small-block Ford. The overall impression is of a drivetrain built to be fun, responsive, and reliable enough for regular use. Supporting the drivetrain is a rebuilt Ford 9-inch rear end with a chromed Posey differential, which was rebuilt approximately 9,000 miles ago. This is a highly desirable rear axle setup, known for its strength and durability, and it complements the upgraded engine well. The car is equipped with in-dash gauges to monitor vital engine functions, along with a B&M ratchet shifter that adds both a performance-oriented look and positive, confident gear changes. It rides on American racing wheels wrapped in good BF Goodrich tires on all 4 corners, contributing to both its stance and road manners while reinforcing the car's muscle-inspired personality. Cosmetically, the Ranchero is described as needing color sanding and clear coating to finish off the paint properly, which already features pearl and metallic flake elements. This frames the paintwork as nearly complete rather than fundamentally flawed, allowing the next owner to decide how far they want to take the exterior finish. As it sits, the car presents well and clearly benefits from its aggressive sound, solid driving characteristics, and tasteful performance upgrades. Overall, this 1964 Ford Ranchero stands out as a strong-running, street-ready classic with a built drivetrain, desirable components, and just enough remaining cosmetic work to personalize, making it an excellent candidate for someone seeking a unique and usable vintage Ford with attitude. Number 7. This 1975 Chevrolet Caprice, offered at $15,500 and located in Banning, California, is presented as a strong-running full-size classic with serious big-block power and unfinished potential, making it an appealing candidate for an enthusiast who wants performance first and refinement second. The seller notes having owned the car for more than 8 years, establishing long-term ownership and familiarity with the build. While the car is described as running great, it is also positioned honestly as a work in progress that still needs attention in key areas. The decision to sell comes after a serious accident several years ago that led to a loss of interest in completing the project, not because of hidden issues, giving the listing a straightforward and transparent tone. At the heart of this Caprice is a built 454 cubic inch big block Chevrolet engine that has been bored .010 over, signaling a performance-focused rebuild rather than a stock refresh. The engine is equipped with an Edelbrock intake manifold and a Holley 750 vacuum secondary carburetor, a proven combination for strong street performance and drivability. Internally, it features a large comp roller cam with roller lifters, upgraded with heavy-duty studs, pushrods, and aluminum 1.7 ratio adjustable rocker arms, all pointing toward a motor built to make serious power. Mid-length headers feed into a 2.5-inch true dual exhaust system, giving the car an aggressive sound and allowing the big block to breathe properly, reinforcing that this Caprice is far from a mild cruiser. Supporting the drivetrain is a rear end sourced from a 1995 Buick Roadmaster, a common and practical upgrade that offers strength and improved durability compared to original-era components. While the seller notes that the car still needs work in areas such as brakes, suspension, and gearing, these are framed as finishing steps rather than fundamental flaws. This suggests the car is already well along in its transformation and simply needs someone motivated to dial it in properly. As it sits, the Caprice is drivable and runs strong, but it is clearly aimed at a buyer who understands classic performance cars and is comfortable completing the remaining mechanical refinement. In terms of features and condition, the car retains working power windows, while the power door locks are currently not functioning, a relatively minor electrical issue by comparison to the mechanical work already completed. The overall impression is of a classic full-size Chevrolet with a heavily built engine and solid foundation that is simply stalled before final completion. For the right buyer, This 1975 Chevrolet Caprice represents an opportunity to step into a long-owned, big block-powered project with substantial investment already made, and the chance to finish it according to their own vision, whether as a street bruiser, weekend cruiser, or standout sleeper with serious muscle under the hood. Number 8. This 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle, offered at $27,000 and located in Pacoima, California, is presented as a clean, well-sorted classic muscle-era Chevrolet that is already on the road and driving properly. The seller states that the title is in their name, providing clarity and confidence for a straightforward ownership transfer. The car is described as driving and shifting good, reinforcing that it is not a stalled project but a usable and enjoyable vehicle in its current state. From an exterior standpoint, the paint is reported to be in good condition with no bubbling, no rust issues, and no paint cracking, which is a major selling point for a 1971 Chevelle, as body and paint condition are often the most costly aspects to address on these cars. Under the hood, this Chevelle is powered by a 350 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine, a reliable and widely supported platform that offers strong performance potential and easy parts availability. The engine bay has been refreshed with a number of new components, including a new intake manifold, new carburetor, new distributor, new cables, and new headers, indicating recent investment aimed at improving performance, reliability, and overall drivability. Exhaust duties are handled by a new dual exhaust system, which not only enhances sound and performance but also complements the classic muscle car character of the Chevelle. Power is delivered through a TH350 automatic transmission, a proven and durable unit that pairs well with a small block setup and is well suited for both street use and spirited driving. The chassis and suspension have also received attention, with the seller noting a new suspension setup that contributes to improved handling and ride quality. Braking has been upgraded with new front drilled and slotted disc brakes, along with new front calipers, enhancing stopping power and safety compared to older or worn factory components. The car rides on new wheels and tires, with aggressive modern sizing that gives it a contemporary stance, featuring 215/35 R18 tires up front and wider 255/35 R18 tires in the rear. This combination not only improves grip, but also gives the Chevelle a more muscular and updated appearance while still retaining its classic profile. Inside and out, the car is described as being in good condition overall, suggesting that it has been cared for and maintained rather than neglected. The interior presentation aligns with the exterior condition, reinforcing the impression of a well-rounded driver rather than a patchwork build. The seller notes that the only remaining issue is the need to repair the driver's side door, a relatively minor item when compared to the extensive list of completed mechanical and cosmetic work. Offered strictly for sale with no trades considered, this 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle represents a solid opportunity to own a rust-free, nicely upgraded classic that is already sorted in many key areas and ready to be enjoyed or lightly refined by its next owner. Number 9. This 1958 Ford Thunderbird, offered at $23,000 and located in Krugerville, Texas, is presented as a tastefully modified classic that blends period-correct custom style with thoughtful mechanical updates for real-world drivability. Finished as a mild custom, the car features a Larry Watson-inspired paint scheme executed by Jeff Meyer at Premier Paint and Body, giving it a distinctive custom look that still respects the Thunderbird's original lines and character. Rather than being overdone, the exterior treatment is positioned as a subtle tribute to traditional late 1950s and early 1960s custom culture, making the car stand out while remaining elegant and recognizable. The seller emphasizes that this is not a trailer-only showpiece, but a car that has been driven and enjoyed, which adds credibility to its overall condition and usability. Power comes from the original 352 cubic inch V8, retaining its factory identity and reinforcing the car's authenticity despite its custom touches. The engine was rebuilt before the current owner purchased the car, but it has since been removed in order to address gasket work, with the seller openly noting that it exhibits the typical oil leaks associated with this engine family. This transparent disclosure sets realistic expectations and frames the engine as a known quantity rather than an unknown gamble. The transmission has been upgraded to a C6 automatic, which was rebuilt approximately 7 years ago, offering improved durability and smoother operation compared to earlier units. Together, this drivetrain setup maintains classic Ford the Fifth 8 character while benefiting from a more robust transmission suited for longer drives. Significant attention has been given to the suspension and braking systems, enhancing both safety and comfort. The front and rear suspension have been rebuilt, helping the car ride and handle more confidently than a tired, unrestored example. The front brakes have been converted to disc brakes using a Scarebird kit, a valuable upgrade that dramatically improves stopping power while remaining visually unobtrusive. Additionally, the power brake booster has been converted to a 1959 to 1960 style unit mounted in the engine compartment, maintaining a period-correct appearance while improving braking performance. The car is also equipped with a vintage air conditioning system, adding modern comfort that makes it far more enjoyable in warm climates and long-distance driving scenarios. The overall presentation is rounded out by strong cosmetic details and interior condition. The chrome and stainless trim are described as being in excellent condition, a major plus on a 1958 Thunderbird where these elements define much of the car's visual impact and can be costly to restore. The interior was redone more than 20 years ago, and while the vinyl is beginning to stiffen with age, it remains very presentable and usable, fitting the car's driver-focused nature. A 1964 Thunderbird center console has been partially installed, though the original console is included and can be reinstalled for a more factory-correct look if desired. The car currently rides on Coker bias look radial tires that are in good condition, though they are approximately 7 years old. Notably, this Thunderbird has proven its roadworthiness, having been driven from Texas to Kansas and to Austin multiple times. With a clean title in the seller's name and no trades considered, this 1958 Thunderbird offers a compelling mix of traditional custom style, mechanical upgrades, honest disclosure, and real driving history. Number 10. This 1966 Chevrolet Caprice, offered at $26,000 and located in Sylmar, California, is presented as a well-sorted and visually striking full-size classic that combines elegant mid-1960s styling with thoughtful mechanical upgrades. The seller emphasizes that this car turns heads everywhere it goes, a claim supported by its straight body lines and quality chrome and trim work, which are critical elements on a Caprice of this era. Rather than being positioned as a project or partial restoration, the car is framed as a finished and road-ready classic that has already benefited from recent maintenance and upgrades, making it suitable for immediate enjoyment. Powering this Caprice is a 350 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine equipped with a camshaft, with approximately 3,000 miles since the engine work was completed. This setup provides a noticeable performance and sound upgrade over a stock configuration while remaining street-friendly and reliable. Supporting the engine are several recent service items, including a mini high-torque racing starter with a heat shield, a radiator flush, a fresh oil change, and new spark plugs, all of which indicate ongoing care and attention to reliability. These details suggest the car has not been neglected and has been maintained with regular driving in mind. Behind the engine is a rebuilt 700R4 automatic transmission with less than 500 miles of use, a highly desirable upgrade that adds overdrive capability for more relaxed highway cruising and improved fuel efficiency compared to older 3-speed automatics. The drivetrain is complemented by a nice dual muffler exhaust system, which enhances both performance and exhaust note while fitting the Caprice's refined yet powerful character. Electrical reliability has also been addressed, with a recent rewire of the engine compartment, starter, underdash area, and trunk and taillight circuits, reducing the likelihood of the electrical issues that often plague vintage cars. Overall, the body is described as super straight, with clean, crisp lines that highlight the Caprice's upscale design and long, low proportions. The quality of the chrome and trim further elevates its presentation, giving it a polished and well-cared-for appearance that stands out at shows or on the street. The recent registration has been paid, simplifying ownership for the next buyer, and the seller is open to offers while listing the asking price at $26,000. Taken as a whole, this 1966 Chevrolet Caprice represents a strong combination of classic style, modernized drivability, and recent investment, making it an appealing option for someone seeking a turnkey full-size American classic. Number 11. This 1965 Buick Wildcat, offered at $22,500 and located in Haltom City, Texas, is presented as a distinctive low-rider, style full-size classic that blends bold mid-1960s Buick design with street-ready drivability. The seller describes the car as running and driving good, positioning it as a usable vehicle rather than a static showpiece. As a Wildcat, it carries Buick's upscale performance image of the era, with dramatic body lines and a substantial road presence that naturally lends itself well to a low-rider aesthetic. This listing frames the car as something meant to be enjoyed, cruised, and shown, rather than restored back to stock. Power comes from a 401 cubic inch nailhead V8 paired with an automatic transmission, a combination known for its strong low-end torque and smooth, effortless cruising characteristics. The nailhead engine is a signature Buick power plant, highly regarded for its durability and unique design, and it suits the Wildcat's full-size luxury performance personality well. The fact that the car is described as running and driving properly suggests that the drivetrain is functional and sorted enough for regular use, reinforcing the idea that this is a driver-focused classic rather than an unfinished project. Cosmetically and inside the cabin, the Wildcat benefits from recent updates that enhance its appeal and comfort. The interior is described as new, giving the cabin a fresh and clean presentation that contrasts nicely with the car's vintage exterior styling. In addition, the convertible top is noted as new, an important and often expensive component to replace on a car of this size, and one that adds significant value and usability. A good sound system is also installed, aligning perfectly with the low-rider theme and making the car well suited for cruising, shows, and relaxed weekend drives. Overall, this Buick is offered as a cash sale with trades also considered, giving some flexibility to potential buyers. With its classic nailhead power, fresh interior, new convertible top, and distinctive low-rider presentation, this 1965 Buick Wildcat stands out as a bold and character-filled classic. It offers a combination of visual presence, reliable drivability, and recent updates that make it appealing to someone looking for a unique full-size American cruiser that already reflects a personalized style rather than a blank restoration canvas. Number 12. This 1966 Cadillac DeVille, offered at $20,000 and located in Vienna, Oklahoma, is presented as a well-preserved and tastefully updated full-size luxury classic that blends original Cadillac presence with subtle modern touches. With an indicated 93,000 miles, this DeVille reflects a lifetime of use consistent with careful ownership rather than neglect, and it is positioned as a solid driver rather than a dormant collector piece. The car is described as being in good overall condition and driving great, reinforcing that it is road-ready and enjoyable in its current state. As a 1966 model, it represents the peak of Cadillac's mid-1960s design language, defined by long, elegant lines, restrained chrome, and an unmistakable sense of scale and authority on the road. Under the hood, this DeVille retains its original 429 cubic inch Cadillac V8 engine, an important point for enthusiasts who value factory drivetrain authenticity. Known for its smooth power delivery and effortless torque, the 429 is well suited to the DeVille's role as a luxury cruiser, providing strong performance without sacrificing refinement. The seller states that the car runs great, suggesting that the engine remains healthy and properly sorted despite its age. Recent mechanical attention includes new brake lines, an essential safety-related update that adds confidence for continued driving and indicates that the car has not simply been cosmetically refreshed, but also maintained where it matters most. From a comfort and feature standpoint, this Cadillac remains true to its luxury roots. It is equipped with power windows and power seats, features that were premium highlights in the mid-1960s and continue to enhance the driving and ownership experience today. These amenities contribute to the relaxed, effortless feel that Cadillac was famous for, making the car suitable for long cruises and regular enjoyment. The seller emphasizes that the car drives great, reinforcing that the suspension, steering, and overall road manners remain consistent with what one would expect from a well-kept DeVille. Visually, the car has been updated with a black and silver wrap, offering a modernized appearance while preserving the option to return to paint in the future if desired. The DeVille sits on 20-inch 5-spoke wheels and features a lowered suspension, giving it a more aggressive, contemporary stance while still retaining its classic proportions. These upgrades modernize the look without fundamentally altering the car's identity, appealing to buyers who appreciate classic luxury with a custom edge. Taken as a whole, this 1966 Cadillac DeVille represents a strong balance of originality, drivability, comfort, and tasteful modification, making it an attractive option for someone seeking a distinctive and usable vintage luxury car. Number 13. This 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air two-door hardtop represents a carefully built classic on a solid foundation, offered in Plano, Texas, with only 411 miles accumulated since completion. The body is straight and well finished, showing strong panel alignment and crisp lines that reflect the quality of the build. The paint presents beautifully with custom pinstriping and airbrushed side moldings that give the car a distinctive, period-inspired custom look, and while there are 3 small dings on the right side, they did not break the paint and remain minor cosmetic imperfections. The hood, trunk lid, and doors are rock solid. The rear quarter panels have been replaced using 1955 Chevy Nomad partial quarters, and the trunk floor is solid, adding confidence to the overall structural integrity. Chrome and trim are in very nice condition, complementing the classic Bel Air styling, and the car sits properly on Craigar wheels for a timeless muscle-era stance. Power comes from a GM Performance ZZ383 stroker equipped with aluminum heads and an aluminum intake, topped with a Demon 750 carburetor and breathing through Hedman headers into a 3-inch exhaust system. This combination is rated at approximately 450 horsepower and 449 lb-ft of torque, delivering strong performance while remaining street-friendly. The engine is paired with a TC1 Transfighter TH350 automatic transmission, sending power to a Curry 9-inch rear end with 3.75 gears and track-lock differential for confident acceleration and traction. The car starts right up and runs strong, reflecting the low mileage since the build was completed, making it a turnkey performance classic with proven components throughout the drivetrain. The chassis and suspension have been thoughtfully upgraded to support the power and improve drivability, featuring extensive CPP suspension components, Caltrax traction bars, power steering, and a full 4-wheel disc brake setup. A vacuum tank and pump assist the braking system, ensuring consistent stopping power, while the March pulley system and rain gear wiper setup add both reliability and usability. The fuel system includes a fuel cell mounted in the trunk with an electric fuel pump, though the fuel gauge is not currently configured to work with the fuel cell. Overall, the mechanical package reflects a balanced build focused on performance, safety, and real-world drivability rather than just show appeal. Inside, the Bel Air features a black vinyl interior with a diamond tuck pattern that remains in great condition, providing a clean and aggressive look that matches the car's muscle-oriented personality. The seating includes 1967 Chevelle bucket seats, paired with odometer gauges for accurate monitoring of engine vitals. The glass is generally nice, with the exception of some wiper marks on the windshield, and the interior presents well overall without major flaws. The right front floor pan does have some older rust holes that are not severe, though several body mounts show rust as documented in photos, and these areas should be noted for future attention. The car is offered with a Texas title using the correct number from the VIN plate, completing the package as a strong-running, visually striking 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air with a high-quality performance build and honest disclosures. Number 14. The 1964 Chrysler Imperial Crown Coupe, offered here in Los Angeles, California, stands as a true example of top-tier American luxury from the early 1960s, a model long regarded as a world-class executive car in its era. The body presents with the commanding presence and formal elegance Imperial was known for, featuring long, clean lines, distinctive styling cues, and an unmistakable upscale character that set it apart from other Chrysler products of the time. This coupe carries itself with authority, offering the kind of visual impact that only a full-size luxury car from this period can deliver, and it remains a striking sight whether parked or cruising. Overall condition reflects a well-kept classic that still commands respect on the road. Under the hood is Chrysler's robust 413 cubic inch V8, a power plant known for smooth power delivery and exceptional durability, perfectly suited to the Imperial's luxury mission. The engine is paired with the push-button TorqueFlite 727 automatic transmission, a signature Chrysler feature that adds both convenience and period-correct charm. The car is described as running excellent and driving like a dream, delivering effortless cruising performance with plenty of power on tap while maintaining the refined ride quality expected from a flagship model. The drivetrain combination provides a confident, relaxed driving experience that makes long-distance cruising feel natural and comfortable. Mechanically, this Imperial benefits from several notable updates that enhance reliability and usability while preserving its classic appeal. The air conditioning system has been converted to R134 and blows cold, a major advantage for comfortable driving in modern traffic and warm climates. A new exhaust system has been installed, contributing to smooth operation and a refined exhaust note that suits the car's luxury character rather than overpowering it. New tires further improve ride quality, safety, and road manners, helping ensure the car performs as well as it looks when driven regularly. Inside, the Imperial offers the kind of luxury features that define the brand at its peak, including power windows and power seats that reinforce its executive-level status. The cabin is designed for comfort and elegance, emphasizing space, smoothness, and quiet operation rather than sportiness. Everything about the driving environment reflects Chrysler's intention to compete with the finest luxury cars in the world during the mid-1960s, making this Imperial Crown Coupe not just a classic car, but a rolling statement of prestige and engineering from a golden era of American automotive design. Number 15. The 1951 Chevrolet Bel Air, offered here in Lake Forest, California, represents a remarkably preserved example of early post-war American automotive design, retaining its original two-door configuration and factory character throughout. This car carries the unmistakable styling that helped define Chevrolet's rise in the early 1950s, with smooth, rounded body lines, tasteful chrome accents, and a clean, understated elegance that feels authentic to the era. Finished in its original color and described as completely rust-free, this Bel Air stands out as a true survivor rather than a restored or modified example, making it especially appealing to collectors who value originality and historical integrity. Powering this classic is the original 216 cubic inch inline-six engine, paired with the factory drivetrain and operating on the original 6-volt electrical system. With just 39,000 original miles, the mechanical components reflect careful ownership and limited use over the decades. The car is reported to run and drive beautifully, offering the smooth, relaxed driving experience these Chevrolets were known for when new. Acceleration is modest but period-correct, delivering a calm and dependable ride that emphasizes comfort and reliability rather than performance, exactly as Chevrolet intended in 1951. This Bel Air has been garage-kept for much of its life, which clearly shows in its overall condition and preservation. The absence of rust is a major highlight, especially for a vehicle of this age, and suggests a solid body, intact panels, and original structural integrity throughout. The paint remains true to its factory color, reinforcing the car's all-original presentation and lending it a level of authenticity that is increasingly difficult to find. As a genuine barn find that has not been over-restored or altered, it retains the subtle details, finishes, and character that are often lost during modern restorations. Inside, the car continues to reflect its original charm, offering a snapshot of early 1950s Chevrolet design and simplicity. The interior complements the exterior with period-correct styling and materials, contributing to an overall experience that feels honest and unmodified. This 1951 Chevrolet Bel Air is more than just a classic cruiser. It is a well-preserved piece of automotive history that offers originality, low mileage, and excellent drivability, making it an ideal candidate for collectors seeking a true survivor that can be enjoyed as is while appreciating its historical value. Number 16. This 1955 Buick Special Riviera hardtop, offered in Las Vegas, Nevada, is a clean, solid example of one of Buick's most stylish mid-1950s designs, blending strong road presence with classic GM luxury cues. The Riviera hardtop body style is especially desirable, featuring long, elegant lines, pillarless side glass, and the unmistakable Buick grille and trim that defined the brand's upscale image during this era. This car presents as a straight, honest driver with an older restoration that has been well maintained, making it an excellent choice for someone who wants a usable classic rather than a fragile showpiece. It carries a clean title and has clearly benefited from recent care and attention to both cosmetic and mechanical details. Under the hood sits the correct 264 cubic inch nailhead V8, a hallmark Buick engine known for its torque, smooth operation, and distinctive vertical valve covers. The engine starts easily, runs strong, and delivers a smooth driving experience that feels confident and composed on the road. Recent mechanical work includes a rebuilt carburetor and a brand new gas tank, ensuring reliable fuel delivery and consistent performance. The engine bay has been repainted and detailed, giving it a tidy, refreshed appearance while still retaining a period-correct look. This Buick drives smoothly and confidently, reinforcing its reputation as a comfortable, road-ready cruiser rather than a temperamental project. One of the standout features of this Riviera is the thoughtful modernization of its steering system, making it far more enjoyable to drive in today's traffic. A Borgeson power steering kit has been installed, dramatically improving low-speed maneuverability and overall driving comfort. This is complemented by an IDIT tilt steering column and an aftermarket billet steering wheel, giving the interior a more ergonomic feel while maintaining a tasteful custom touch. These upgrades enhance drivability without compromising the car's classic character, making it a true turnkey driver that can be enjoyed regularly rather than only on special occasions. Structurally, the car is solid with good floors and frame, and the glass throughout is in good condition. The paint has been cut and polished to improve its overall appearance, and the interior has been detailed, including the installation of new door handles and a new rear-view mirror. The chrome does show some pitting, which is honestly disclosed and reflected in the asking price, reinforcing that this is a well-priced driver rather than a fully restored show car. There is no air conditioning and no power brakes, keeping the car closer to its original specification. Overall, this 1955 Buick Special Riviera hardtop represents a straight, dependable classic with tasteful upgrades, solid bones, and strong road manners, offered at a realistic price for someone looking to enjoy a genuine mid-century American cruiser. Number 17. This 1968 Cadillac Coupe DeVille, located in Vallejo, California, represents a classic full-size luxury icon from Cadillac's golden era, offered as a project car with clear transparency about its current condition. The Coupe DeVille is widely recognized for its long, elegant body lines, formal roof design, and commanding presence that defined American luxury in the late 1960s. This particular car is being sold on behalf of a family member in Michigan, and the seller has made it clear that the vehicle has been off the market until it could be properly seen and evaluated in person. It is now being offered honestly as a restoration project, making it suitable for an enthusiast who understands what these cars are and is prepared to bring one back to its former glory. As a project, this DeVille does show rust and age-related issues that are typical for a vehicle of this size and era, especially one that has not been fully restored. Several mechanical and functional items are noted as non-working, including the emergency brake, speedometer, and the window rolling handle, along with missing exterior decals. These issues are disclosed up front to avoid surprises and to ensure the next owner knows exactly what they are getting into. Despite these shortcomings, the car remains a complete foundation, and the overall structure still reflects the solid engineering and build quality Cadillac was known for during this period. The 1968 Coupe DeVille is powered by a large Cadillac V8, noted by the model's reputation, though the specific condition is not fully detailed, an engine family known for smooth power delivery, effortless cruising, and exceptional torque. When properly sorted, these cars are legendary for their comfort, quiet ride, and highway presence. The interior, originally designed to offer limousine-like comfort, provides ample space and classic luxury styling that can be restored to a truly impressive standard. This generation of DeVille remains highly desirable among collectors and custom builders alike, whether restored stock, mildly customized, or built into a low-end slow cruiser. Offered at $14,000 OBO, this 1968 Cadillac Coupe DeVille is positioned as a project opportunity rather than a finished show car. Its value lies in its iconic design, large-scale luxury proportions, and the enduring appeal of late 1960s Cadillac engineering. For the right buyer, this car offers the chance to revive a true American luxury classic and bring it back to the road in a way that honors its original status and presence. Located in Vallejo, California, it is best suited for someone looking for a hands-on restoration project with long-term potential and unmistakable Cadillac character. Number 18. This 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme convertible located in Lake Havasu City, Arizona is an exceptionally rare and highly desirable example finished in saddle bronze paint with its matching original saddle interior, a color combination seldom seen today. As a factory convertible, this car already sits high on the collector scale, and its presentation reflects both careful ownership and a deep appreciation for originality and period-correct details. The body style captures everything that made early 1970s Oldsmobiles so appealing: clean lines, muscular proportions, and an upscale presence that balance performance with luxury. With extensive documentation and significant investment, this Cutlass stands out as a serious collector-grade convertible rather than a casual cruiser. Under the hood, the car is currently powered by a strong 455 cubic inch Oldsmobile engine paired with a 400 automatic transmission, delivering the kind of effortless torque and smooth power delivery these cars are famous for. The drivetrain has been upgraded with a new rear end and disc brakes, improving both performance and stopping confidence while maintaining the car's classic character. This setup makes the car equally suitable for relaxed top-down cruising or confident highway driving. Notably, the original 350ci rocket engine, original transmission, original rear end, and an extra set of wheels are all included in the sale, giving the next owner the rare option to return the car to its factory drivetrain configuration if absolute originality is desired. From a comfort and features standpoint, this Cutlass Supreme is loaded with factory options that elevate it well above a base model. It features a factory power convertible top, power windows, power steering, and factory air conditioning, making it a truly luxurious open-air classic. These features, combined with the rich saddle interior, create an inviting cabin that feels both elegant and period-correct. The interior color and trim combination perfectly complement the exterior, reinforcing the car's rare and cohesive factory appearance. This is the type of convertible that draws attention not only for its condition, but for its tasteful specification and authenticity. Perhaps most impressive is the level of documentation and investment that comes with this car. Included are the original window sticker, build sheet, invoice, and additional paperwork, providing exceptional provenance and historical value. The seller notes that over $70,000 has been invested, a figure that reflects the quality of the work and the completeness of the package rather than superficial cosmetic updates. Offered at $38,000, this 1972 Cutlass Supreme convertible represents a unique opportunity to acquire a rare, well-documented, and beautifully optioned Oldsmobile convertible with both performance upgrades and preserved originality. For collectors and enthusiasts alike, this is a standout example of one of Oldsmobile's most iconic models. Number 19. This 1962 Chevrolet Impala convertible, offered at $90,000 and located in Arroyo Grande, California on the Central Coast, represents an exceptionally high-level example of one of Chevrolet's most iconic full-size performance cars. Finished as a true convertible and presented as a fully refurbished build, this Impala immediately stands apart due to its legendary drivetrain and documented history. The car is powered by the famed 409 cubic inch Chevrolet V8, a cornerstone of early 1960s muscle car mythology, and is paired with dual 4-barrel carburetors and a 4-speed manual transmission. The overall presentation reflects a car built with purpose, care, and performance in mind, rather than a cosmetic-only restoration, and it is offered with firm pricing and no trades, underscoring the seller's confidence in the quality and pedigree of the vehicle. At the heart of this Impala is a drivetrain combination that places it firmly in serious collector and enthusiast territory. The 409ci engine is mated to a 4-speed manual transmission controlled through a Hurst shifter, delivering a raw and engaging driving experience that few cars of this era can match. A column-mounted tachometer reinforces the car's performance-oriented nature and period-correct racing influence. Out back, a 3.55 rear gear has been installed, providing an ideal balance between aggressive acceleration and highway drivability. This configuration highlights the car's muscle-era roots while remaining usable and enjoyable beyond short, spirited drives, especially for those who appreciate hands-on, analog performance. The exterior and mechanical presentation are further enhanced by a collection of high-quality components and thoughtful upgrades. Included in the sale is a complete set of brand-new parts for a power-operated Black Robin's Stay-Fast material convertible top, featuring a rear glass zipper window, along with a new soft top frame and all-new seals, which have not yet been installed. A brand-new set of 14-inch Craigar racing wheels with new tires is also included, complementing the car's chrome bumpers and classic early 1960s muscle aesthetic. Inside, the car retains bench seating, maintaining its authentic full-size Chevrolet character, while a retro-style Bluetooth radio discreetly adds modern functionality without compromising the period look. What truly elevates this Impala beyond most is its provenance and documentation. The car was built by NHRA drag racing driver Tony Foti, a detail that adds genuine credibility and historical interest to the build. A comprehensive build binder containing all purchase receipts and refurbishment records is included, providing transparency and confidence in the work performed. While only limited photos are available, the vehicle can be viewed in person on the Central Coast of California, reinforcing the seller's straightforward and no-nonsense approach. With its legendary 409 power plant, 4-speed manual transmission, extensive documentation, and racing pedigree, this 1962 Chevrolet Impala convertible stands as a rare and investment-grade example of Chevrolet's golden-era performance, offered firmly to the next serious caretaker. Number 20. This 1953 Pontiac Chieftain, offered at just $1,100 and located in Conroe, Texas, is presented as a very affordable entry point into early 1950s American classic ownership, ideal for a full restoration candidate or a distinctive custom or rat rod build. The Chieftain represents Pontiac's post-war styling era, characterized by rounded lines, substantial chrome accents, and a strong visual presence that immediately sets it apart from later models. At this price point, the car is clearly positioned as a project, with the seller being upfront about its long-term storage and incomplete status, making this an honest listing aimed at builders rather than casual drivers. Powering this Pontiac is its original straight-eight engine, a hallmark of early Pontiac engineering known for smooth operation and durability when properly sorted. According to the seller, the car did run when it was parked, but it has been sitting for a long period of time, meaning it should be assumed to need full mechanical recommissioning before any attempt at driving. From a restoration perspective, this offers a blank slate, allowing the next owner to either preserve the original straight-eight setup for authenticity or go in a completely different direction with a modern drivetrain or performance-oriented custom build. The car's age and mechanical simplicity make it particularly appealing to hands-on enthusiasts who enjoy bringing dormant classics back to life. From a condition and documentation standpoint, transparency is key with this Chieftain. The vehicle does not currently have keys or a title, but the seller does provide a bill of sale from the previous owner, which will be an important consideration for buyers depending on their state's registration requirements. This detail places the car firmly in project territory and explains the low asking price, but it may still be a worthwhile opportunity for someone experienced in dealing with older vehicles and paperwork issues. The absence of keys and title also reinforces that this is best suited for restoration, parts, or off-road use such as a rat rod or custom build where originality is less critical. Overall, this 1953 Pontiac Chieftain offers significant potential relative to its modest asking price. Whether envisioned as a faithful restoration that brings back the elegance of early 1950s Pontiac design or transformed into a unique rat rod with modern components and a custom aesthetic, the car provides a solid foundation for creativity. Offered as a cash-only sale with no trades and local pickup only, this is a straightforward, no-frills transaction for a buyer who understands the scope of the project. For builders looking for a distinctive vintage platform with character, history, and plenty of room for interpretation, this Chieftain stands as an intriguing and budget-friendly starting point. We appreciate you watching our roundup of 20 affordable classic cars from the marketplace. If you enjoyed it, Please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars. And make sure to share this video with anyone who shares your love for timeless rides.